Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I am using a beautiful hand-cut Santorini stone from Inmaninspirations in Vegas, and I'm using this stencil from the Cricut on this, which I've just done in black. And I'm just going to make sure nothing bled through the stencil. Because sometimes that happens depending on the surface and depending on the quality of your stencil film. I thought that this would be really pretty in all chrome. So if you're not interested in seeing what you can do with a stencil, if that's just not for you, or if you don't like chrome, don't like having to use any kinds of weird things that people use on their nails. If you're not interested in that, don't worry, I have another tutorial coming out for you in the next couple of days. I'm trying to get it up before I have to work nights again. Although we do have major forest fires going on up here. There's literally a layer of ash on everything. The sky is the weirdest color I've ever seen. And people are having to evacuate in northern Ontario, and places are literally just burning to the ground. Like a whole community burnt down. So pray for Canada right now. I have to go to work tonight at the hospital, and there is a current code gray, which is because of the hazardous air quality. So our hospital's under a code gray right now, so I'm walking into that tonight. So yeah, it's kind of scary here right now. We really need some rain. Pray for rain to help with the forest fires. It's just ridiculous right now. I'm going to turn my air conditioner off because that's very loud right now. I can already feel like a headache. I woke up with a headache this morning, and definitely burning in my lungs because of this air quality right now. It's very bad. So I am outlining all of that stencil in gold because that's what I like to do. I want to thank Inmaninspirations as well, again, for sending me these beautiful Santorini stones to paint. I wanted to get this one out a while ago, and of course, things just get in the way, and then I get backed up, and then I don't really know what to do. So I'm finally getting this one out. It was recorded quite a while ago. So thank you again. And make sure you visit their Facebook page. On Facebook, it is Inmaninspirations. And there will be a link in the description of this video. So everything's being outlined in gold. You know how I am. I'm making sure that there's a black outline as well. So I kind of went inside the black lines with the gold, just so there's like a black frame around everything. We're going to kind of make it pop off the rock that way. I'm now using my smallest dotting tool, which is more of a dotting needle. You can use a toothpick for this kind of thing. And I'm just doing a frame of very tiny dots along the outer edge of the heart. The Santorini stone is not only sparkly, but it's also very soft. So it's all smooth and soft on the edges. And these are perfectly sanded. So I'm just going to leave a nice, fine, delicate gold line of dots around the entire edge as a border. And then we're going to get out the nail supplies. So if you have nail top coat that needs to be cured under a UV light, I kind of look at it as like a UV resin. So I'm going to try and pick this up without wrecking my fresh dots. So you can see just how tiny they are. We're going to let that dry. And then we're going to use this. This is the kind I always use. I just buy 2 bottles at a time. It comes in a set of 2 for like 19 bucks on Amazon, and it lasts me months and months. So depending on how much you want to use it, just to kind of accentuate certain parts of your artwork. It's really good to have. I use the black paint as a base coat, and then I use the gel top coat, and then I cure it under a UV light, usually for 99 seconds and then another 30 seconds just to be safe. That's just the settings that I have on my light. My light costs like $13. So all of these things at a very low price. Buy the cheapest, but make sure you're wearing gloves if you are worried about possibly being allergic to the gel top coat like I am. I've talked about this in a few of my tutorials previously. I'm super careful with it now, but if I do get some on my skin, I wipe it off immediately with rubbing alcohol and like a little wipe, a cotton wipe. I get it off my skin immediately, but I've learned to be very, very careful. But if you do have an allergic reaction to it, make sure you wear gloves and try not to breathe it in. Don't sit over top of it. That will hurt your lungs, just like the forest fires. So I'm just filling it in using a dotting tool because my paintbrushes, I don't want to ruin them using the gel top coat. So I just use a little dotting tool to get in all the little nooks and crannies. It works perfect. I steal from some spots to complete the other spots because I have enough there. I don't have to keep going over to my nail polish. And then you can buy all sorts of rainbowy colors of chrome powder on Amazon as well. All the links will be listed in the description, the ones that I use. If you're not in Canada, you can just look them up on Amazon in your area. Anywhere that sells nail art supply, you need gel top coat, you need a UV light, and you need some chrome powders. So I'm just kind of matching side to side. Like I cut the heart in half, and if I do this side yellow, I'm going to do that side yellow. If I do this side blue, I'm going to do that side blue. Except for the hearts, of course, they're in the center, so I give them their own shades of chrome. But I'm just kind of winging it, not really trying to do anything specific. I'm just decorating this design, kind of like coloring in a coloring book. So just have fun with it. And then when I'm done doing this fun stuff, I get to outline everything in gold again because sometimes the chrome sticks to the gold depending on how long you waited to do this. So I'm just going to kind of clean it up a little bit afterwards to make sure my gold lining is still the way I wanted it to be. And everything's all tucked in their little gold frame. Then we get to resin it. So if you're wondering what I use for resin, it's called art resin. And if you're wondering if I have a tutorial, yes, I do. I actually have a couple, but my most recent, the newest version, probably gives you better information because the first one I told you can blow through a straw to get rid of bubbles if you don't have a torch of any kind. But it's actually, you kind of get moisture. You can, if you're not careful. I was being very careful, but if you're not careful, you can have moisture drop onto your resin, and then it's not going to cure very well. You're going to have problems with it. So I learned to get a culinary torch on a low setting and get rid of my bubbles that way. But you know what? I learn and grow, and I share with you what I've taught myself, and that's why I'm here. Everything here that you're seeing is coming from a self-taught artist. I've never been to school for it. I've never taken any lessons. I just kind of wing it, and that's what I find the most fun. So I'm just fixing everything like I said I was going to do, and then I'm going to take it and resin it. You don't have to use a Cricut, by the way. You can just draw your own design. You could do whatever you want, but I definitely recommend getting these beautiful Santorini hearts because they're gorgeous and they're so lovely to paint on. I just absolutely adore them. They're so smooth and sparkly and soft and beautiful and perfect and fun. They're like perfect little canvases. Very different from the stones that I'm used to painting on. So it's a little treat. I've got a few more that I'm going to paint up. You'll see those very soon. For now, we're going to resin this baby and see how it looks. Are you ready? Boom. Now this is a nice thick coat of art resin, and it's been curing overnight. And then I brought it outside into the sunshine for you to see. Of course, there's not really sunshine today. Like I said, I painted this a little while ago. But luckily I had a nice sunny day to show it off to you. It looks beautiful. I absolutely love it. It kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know, some kind of china. It's very, very cool. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're going to try and create something just like this. You don't need a Santorini stone, and you don't need it to be heart-shaped. You do what you want to do. You can also create this design yourself. You don't need a Cricut or a stencil, but these are just kind of some ideas of what you can do on your stones using different things than what you're used to. And if you're not comfortable, you don't have to do it. You can use paint. You can do the same thing just using paint, and it'll look just as beautiful. So I want to tell you I love you. I will see you very, very soon with another tutorial, and I want you to keep painting. Pray for Canada, please. Pray for the wildfires. We just lost a Canadian firefighter over in the States while he was helping the States with firefighting. So pray for their family as well. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.